Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and offer a travel tip here and to go from there. So basically, it is very daunting. Look at this. Look at how many backpacks there are. There are like so many pages of backpacks, and this is really daunting. How do you know like what to pick? And I want to narrow it down for you. And this is actually going to be crazy because you're going to start to see that with the method that I'm going to tell you, you're actually going to be able to do this a lot easier. So the main tip I want to go over is tip 2, choosing by design, right? But basically, the first thing you want to do is you want to filter by liters. I like to go around 28 to 35 liters.
First of all, you need to decide what size to get. For trips that are 1 week or longer, 30 liters is the average size for a minimalist packer. Expert packers can easily make 25 or 28 liters work, while others may need to size up to 35 to better fit clothing and bulkier shoes.
Right, so in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there, I'm going to go liter size. The reason I like to do that is because, now this is just me personally, I find that anything at 35 liters or higher is most likely going to get checked in, which is not good. And I find 28 liters is generally the sweet spot when I travel, and around 20 liters, you're pushing it. 24, you're pushing it. I feel like 28 to 35 liters is where it's at. So you first filter by liters, then choose by design. And we're going to go ahead, I'm going to show you subjectively what I would choose for design. And then finally, after you choose the ones that are for design, then you narrow it down by anything less than or equal to 4 pounds, remove it off your search, and I guarantee you that's going to make your search for your backpack a hell of a lot easier. All right, step 1, basically what I do is I'm going to go here, I'm going to go into travel backpacks in the Pack Hacker website. They have millions of freaking backpacks here, right? But by doing this, I can narrow it down. What I'm next going to do is I'm going to sort by liter size. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to click on this because it's not showing me the right one. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on travel backpacks. Okay, and now I'm going to say, I guess in this case, liter size. Now, here's the thing. Okay, don't even bother with these 55 liters. You just keep scrolling. Start at 35. So we're going to ignore this. So this is this many backpacks you're not buying. Okay, we go to page 3. You don't have to buy any of these. Okay, this is saving you time and money. You're not going to bother with these. Keep going. Okay. And you don't need to buy any of these. And we're going to start at 35 liters, okay? This is what I do, okay? And, okay, so now we're at 35. So I have this, basically the simple extension that I do, but you can do it however you want. But basically pull up every single, so I go like this, I'm going to go like this, and I'm just going like this. These are all 35 liters, right? I'm going to basically pull up every single backpack from 35 to 28, okay? And I'm going to load them all up. Alrighty, as you can see, I've got a ton of tabs open. I basically opened up every single backpack that was on this list from 35 liters to 28 liters. Now this is the fun part. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to look at design, and I'm going to show you my subjective views on what I personally like for design, but what you're going to see right away is this list is going to get a lot shorter, okay? So let's click on this one. I think that looks ugly. If you think it looks good, you keep it. To me, I think it looks ugly. This looks okay, right? So I'll move that here for now. This right here, ugly. I hate that writing. Oh, that's ugly, right? We're cutting things down. That, no, I don't like the way that looks. We're cutting things down, right? This, oh my God, that's hideous, right? This, no, you know what I mean? This is what you do. This is how I do it. You're going to start cutting things down, and eventually all you're going to keep are backpacks. This, I don't like that material, right? So I'm going to skip that. This, what the hell? I don't like that thing in the middle. That doesn't look good. This, no, I think it looks too kind of rugged looking, but it's not my cup of tea in terms of design. This, no. This looks too, right? We're cutting things down. This, no. I don't like Patagonia with their ugly ass writing, so that's getting skipped out here. That, no. And I don't like those backpacks. Quechua, they make, in my opinion, they don't have the highest quality of material, so I'm going to skip on that. This, it's really awkward looking, but you might like it. And if you like it, you save it, right? But for me, I don't like it, right? We're narrowing it down. So there's a lot of air travel backpack where you'll see a version 1, a version 2, and a version 3, and a version 4, and they all look like this. If you like it, you like it. For me, I don't really like it, right? So that's up to you, but I actually used to like it. But the reason I don't like this is because these are heavy. These are like 4 pounds. So let me double check here, right? Let's check the weight. Yeah, 3.7 pounds, I'll skip on that. See, I like to get something a little bit lighter. But if you like this, then, well, I'll just put it here just for just to have something here, right? Let's skip on this. That, I think that looks ugly. If you like it, you do it. This, not my cup of tea. Nope. See, this is what this is how you basically narrow it down. No, I don't really like that either. See, we're narrowing it down. Nope, I don't really like that. This is actually good looking. I like the middle. I'll put this right over here. So put that there. This, nope, nope, nope. Now, this is entirely subjective. You might think something is pretty here. I don't, but I'm just going over. I hate that ugly ass writing. No, I don't like that. This looks, I'm going to skip on that, right? This is like, it's okay, but I don't know. But some folks really like that. This, I like the design of this. I mean, at least I do. I think that looks kind of sleek. So I'll just kind of put that to the front right now and then keep going. Okay, that might have been a duplicate, so I'm going to X on that. Okay, nope, 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 nope. And see, look at this. We're literally cutting things down. Like, this is what I do. This, I don't like the material on there, so I'm going to skip on that. Nope, 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 Okay, so I'm crossing it off. This is like crossing off. I kind of like how that looks, kind of. It looks big, dude. That looks massive. I'm gonna pass on that. It's also because I don't actually like 35 liters, but you might like it, right? But that looks okay, but I'm gonna skip on that. Plus, I wonder how heavy is that? How many pounds is that? 3 pounds. That's actually not bad. So you might like this, but for me, that's actually not bad looking, but it's okay, right? But I'm gonna skip on it because I don't like 35 liters. I like 28, right? This is like another air travel backpack. They have 4 versions of this. They all look the same. They kind of look like this with a burp like that. You might like it. I don't, but you might like it, right? This, no, I don't really like that. Nope, 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 nope. See, this is exactly what I'm doing. And then so by the time that you actually, and I'm skipping through this is actually not bad looking. I actually feel like design-wise this is okay, but let's check the weight. 3.7 pounds. You're pushing it. You're right near 4 pounds, but I'll kind of put you right here, right? But like, okay, let's just keep going. That's ugly as hell, in my opinion. Again, there's so many of these air travel backpacks. They all look the same. Version 1, 2, 3, 4. Choose if you like it. You like it. To me, I don't care for it. I'm just skipping right through here. No. Okay, let's see. I feel like I opened up a lot of the same tabs, but still, yeah. Air travel. They have an air travel 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I don't really care for that design. Now, this backpack is actually really good. It's not good looking, but it's actually really, really good because it's very lightweight. This only has it's like 1.8 pounds. Yeah, 1.7 pounds with a capacity of 30 liters. That's insane. But it's not a very good looking backpack in my opinion. It's kind of ugly, right? But anyway, we'll keep going. I don't like the handle on this, so there's that. Nope. I like that. That looks okay design wise. Wait. It's okay. Oh yeah, I already went over this. So this is actually, anyway, we'll just kind of put this in for now. This, no, I don't like that. So I like how it looks here, but I don't like that. Unless that's just a weird lighting point. But that looks actually okay looking. So I feel like, let's see. It almost looks like a Bellroy Transit the way it looks. It's not bad. And it's open clamshell style. So I'll definitely put that in the front, right? Okay, let's just, no, hell no, that looks ugly. Nope. Nope. I like that one. Actually, that's the one I chose. But we'll put this to the front. Okay, this one. Nope. Again, they have a lot of these travel 1, 2, 3, 4 air travel pack. You might like it. I don't know, but I'm just going to cross through that. See that? I'm like, yeah. Okay. Nope. Okay. That is. It looks like a little flimsy look. Sometimes I'll just click through here and just kind of get a sense of like, it's okay. I don't know. Wow, it's light. 2.4 pounds. It is very minimalist looking. It is not bad looking. So I'll put that towards the front. See, okay, so now so these are the ones I actually narrowed it down to, right? So, okay, so now we're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we want to do is we now narrow it by weight. Or if there's one that really strikes you in terms of design, so for me, it was the Bellroy Transit. I fell in love with this design, and this was eventually what I chose personally because it is beautiful looking, at least in terms of design, I think so, and it's 2.4 pounds. That's awesome, in my opinion. But anyway, this looks nice too. What's the weight on it? 2.3 pounds. That's pretty good, right? This is Manal. I think this looks pretty good. 3.12 pounds, 35 liter capacity. That's pretty good. This right here. Okay, I'm looking at that. I actually don't like this one. So so there's that. This, what's the weight on this? This is 28 liters, 3.2 pounds. Not bad. Then there's this one here. This is 28 liters, 2.4 pounds. Okay. Then Alpaca Elements. This is 35 liters, 3.75 pounds. That's a little too big, a little bit too heavy, but if you like it, you like it. For me, I'm going to cross that out. I'm going to cross that out. What's this? This is basically 35 liters and 3 pounds. Okay, so now as you can see, we're down to these 5. And that's what you do. And so in my case, I chose a Bellroy Transit. This is what I chose because I like that. I like the look of it, but at the same time, it's light, 2.4 pounds, and it's 28 liters, and it's really good quality. I like it, but you might like something else. You know, I crossed through whatever, but kind of what I was saying, this is my formula. First filter by liters, then choose by design, and then filter by weight. All right, well, you guys have a great day. Goodbye.